Hi, everyone. My name is Carrie Braun. It's not ALS Philadelphia. I am the Director of Community Engagement at the chapter. We have a couple staff members on with us tonight, so I want to introduce everyone. And everyone, please, say hi, let everyone know who you are. I know a lot of times you only get to know your walk coordinator, but since all 7 of us are present, or all 7 walks are represented, I want to give everyone a chance to say hi. And Jeff, I'm going to skip you and you can go last. So like I said, my name is Carrie. I actually started at the chapter in 2015. I left in 2017. I had a baby. I came back last year. So yeah, I'm happy to be back. I'm excited, and I coordinate the Philadelphia Walk. And next up is Ruth. Why don't you go?
Hi, I'm Ruth Butler. I manage 3 of the walks. I do Rehoboth, Lehigh Valley, and the Berwick Walk. I started a little over a year ago in April of 2019. So I was looking forward to having 1 full year of walk season in, and it got changed a little bit on me. So this is an interesting year for us. Do you want to go next, Michelle?
Sure. Michelle Rogers. I've been here a little over a year, around the same time Ruth started, actually. And I handle the South Central region, the Hershey area, and I do the Hershey Walk and anything else in that area. So a little bit of everything. So that's all I have.
I'll go. Why not? I'm Taylor. A lot of you may have seen me running around like crazy at every walk for the last 5 years that I've been here. I run the Seaside and Ocean City walks, and I actually apologize if there's any background noise because I'm out on the porch down the Jersey Shore, ironically, but no good lighting inside the house. So if you hear traffic, that is me. So yeah.
All right, and our newest team member is Lexi. Lexi, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, so I'm Lexi. I started in February. I was in the office for 2 weeks before everything shut down, so it's been a really fun time. I kind of help with a little bit of everything for walks. The biggest thing is I'm helping with social media, so I am super excited to see everyone on walk day and get to see all the pictures and everything.
We also have Tony and Joan from communications, if you guys want to say hi.
Joan, you can go first.
I'm Joan Borowski, and I've been with the chapter almost 23 years, and we're getting a new person connecting too. And but tonight, even though I represent communications, I'm really here as a walk team captain. I don't know if, can you see that? Mm-hmm. I already got my scarf, so I'm very proud. And my team is Ziggy Zoos, and I am learning how to use the walk site. And believe it or not, I'm not that great at it. So I'm learning. I did like a Facebook fundraiser, and I didn't realize certain things. So anyway, I think that's part of what this social is for, to educate me. And I know a lot of you, and it's really nice to see you all. I'm thrilled.
And I'm Tony Heil, Director of Communications and Public Policy. I've been with the chapter for almost a decade. My grandfather passed away from ALS in 2007, so it's been a while, but I've connected with so many of you over the years, and always happy to work with this great team and all of the great walk teams, and I'm looking forward to sharing your stories in any way we can.
Me?
Next up is Jeff. Okay. Yeah, so Jeff is our executive director, and I saved Jeff for last only because, it has been a very interesting, I hate the word, but it is an unprecedented year, and I asked Jeff to kind of just give us all a little update about what the chapter's been doing.
Well, thanks, Carrie. So good to see you all. It's good to see the Hollywood squares with different people in it than I'm used to seeing. That's not a cut on the board, Al, if you're listening.
He's not, don't worry.
Okay. So Carrie said that she had a baby and left and came back. I never left, and I had 2 grandchildren. So I thank you for inviting me. I can only be with you for a few minutes, and I do want to provide an update on the chapter. So it goes without saying, obviously, that the pandemic has had an impact on us. ALS patients obviously are at risk, highly at risk in a pandemic because they're already compromised. So when COVID hit, we were kind of spinning our heads. My goodness, what do we do? Well, all of our in-person services, support groups, home visits, etc. I think we've been blessed with an incredibly talented, resilient, determined team of care services professionals who turned all of our services to virtual form in about 2 weeks. And that, as here we're doing tonight, that required getting used to this new technology, having home visits via Zoom. We even have our assistive technologist looking at home modification specs with somebody walking around their house with a camera. So we have had to adapt just like everybody else. On the financial side, our biggest event of the year is the Phillies Festival. So that was scheduled for early May. And, because of the delay in the MLB season, the festival never took place, and that was budgeted at $800,000. We did get some sponsors to support us, even though we never had the event. But obviously, that's a big hit for us. But we're still providing care to our patients. The research programs are actually still going on. There were some delays, but those are back. Even our clinics now are beginning to see patients in person. That's kind of happened incrementally. We do have a relationship with 7 or 8 clinics in our region. So all of our spring and summer events, with the exception of one, which was canceled, have been moved to the fall. We have 7 walks that are so important to us, raising awareness and support. We have a bike ride, we have other events, but we really are, they're riddled with question marks. So, because we've never done this before. So I'm just here to be your biggest cheerleader. And, I guess all walks are virtual until the day of the event. So I think we hope that you're, even though a lot of us are still kind of at home, able to do what you normally do to help raise money for the walk. And I just can't thank you enough on behalf of the whole chapter. We take our patients, they're our first priority. We do not want to interrupt care. So we're really counting on you. Our patients are counting on you to do your thing. So thank you for tonight. I hope you have a good meeting. Before I leave, I'll be happy to, if anyone has a question for me, I'll be happy to try to answer it. And you have 2 seconds. Any questions? Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Carrie. Have a great meeting. We really appreciate what you do for us.
Seeing you, Jeff.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I think I'm, oh, wait. I'm up. Nope.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to introduce 2 very lovely ladies who are part of the Hershey Walk. I think Lisa Walker and Laura, I always, for some reason, I always get tongue-tied. It's the easiest.
You aren't the only one.
With Let Hope Grow. They have been walking, I think, combined for about 12 years between the both of you. They are currently, they decided they used to have their own separate teams, and this year, especially with everything going on, they decided to combine their efforts and join forces. So now they're part of one big, large team, as well as I think you even recruited some other team members from other teams from last year to join your team as well. I'm hoping that, you know, with combining their efforts, they'll be able to have a larger team and raise more money, which they're doing fantastically. Right now, I think I looked today and you're over 8,500, I think, as of today. And I think their goal is 10,000, but I think you're going to blow past that. They have
Our goal was 5,000.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're going great so far. And you still have a lot. They'll be talking about all the fundraisers are going to be doing, but they have adapted. They're doing a lot more virtual events. I was actually part of the bingo event they just held, which was really fun. All the ladies had a great time. And they have so much more virtual stuff they're doing, their own Facebook fundraising. They're just really have adapted great to this new environment that we're in. And I won't steal any more of their thunder. So I just wanted to introduce them, and I'll let them talk a little bit about what they're doing and how it's working for them. Go ahead, ladies.
All right, well, I'll go first. My husband, Randy, was diagnosed with ALS 6 years ago. So this will be our 7th year walking. We were Reuben's Raiders. And then this year we combined with Laura and our support group team. It has been very difficult to raise money. And we have done, like she said, the bingo. We are doing some gift baskets, but my main thing that I contribute, I like to do crafts. So I've done I created a tissue box cover just for, you know, our support group people. And this is what it looks like. It's Let Hope Grow. And then it's, you know, you facing this ALS storm head on. And then there's a little like wheelchair and a swing and an apple tree. So that's cool. And I'm going to do a Christmas, like a Christmas store. And I made little like gift card holders to sell. So that'll be fun. And that's how I'm basically helping the team other than begging. We just got into our local little effort to review paper. We were on the front page, and I'm waiting to get a digital copy of that so I can share that on my Facebook. And we're planning on having a pretty good like event here on Walk Day and make it pretty special. My daughter's going to videotape it, so that'll be fun. But that's it for me. Go ahead, Laura.
Well, the first thing that we did was we did a double good popcorn, virtual popcorn sale. Yeah, that was one of our bigger ones. We did about $2,400 on popcorn sales. And that's for anybody who can open up a shop. People order the popcorn, we make 50% of the profit, and it's shipped directly to the people. We don't have to do anything 4-day sale online. The other thing we did, we talked about, was a virtual bingo. We did about 600 on that. And we had prizes at the end of the 4 weeks that we ran the bingo for people. In fact, one of the prizes was that Lou Gehrig word art. I bought one of those and we framed it and passed that out as a prize. Currently, we have the tissue box covers that she showed you, and the walk t-shirts. We're selling the walk t-shirts that I designed to anybody who wants one, and then the difference between what we pay for the t-shirt and what we charge you for it is all going to the walk. And we have our own website now also. We have a store on the website, which when she gets her Christmas line ready, we'll put that out there. I sell Christmas cookies every year for the walk. Anything I make on the Christmas cookies goes into the walk also. That'll be out on that store too. We take credit cards and PayPal, so we've set it up pretty nicely. So
and all of my profits will go towards my walk.
Yeah, yes, all of hers, and that's out there too. It says that all of your profits will. We are in the process of doing gift baskets, 4 gift baskets. We're doing 2 gourmet with wine and cheese and stuff in it, and candies and stuff like that in it. And then we're doing 2 Norwex gift baskets, which are like a bacterial cleaning product. So we're doing 2 gift baskets. That'll probably start around September 1st, and that'll be $5 a ticket or 6 for 20. And we'll probably do the drawing for that right before the walk. We're going to do another Double Good popcorn store thing in October, when the flavors that Lisa really likes a lot are available again. And
That popcorn is so good. You can eat the whole bag. You wouldn't even notice.
then, well, the cookie sale will go up. And then we're also trying to put together a cookbook to sell cookbooks. We'll be asking everybody from the associations and stuff to give us their favorite recipe and stuff, put the cookbook together and sell the cookbook.
Well, it's important that as caregivers, because there's no one in this house except for me and Randy. So I'm eating cookies for dinner. So,
For you.
I, on the other hand, cook. I had a nice pork chop with noodles and peas. So some of us don't cook.
yeah, some of us don't cook. So it's important to have like easy meals to make that are good for just like 1 or 2 dinners or lunch and dinner. So,
yeah. So we're going to ask everybody that would like to please send in a recipe, and we'll have it added to the cookbook. We're not there yet. That'll probably start after this week. I have a little bit of break in school time right now, so I can do a couple other things. Then for the walks, I did ask a lot of people on our support group what they're going to do for their walks, because it's in the neighborhood. And we got one person, their family rented a pavilion at a park, and they're doing it at a park, and they're having kind of like a potluck, I guess. Everybody bring food. The Hoddles down in Shippensburg, they're doing a neighborhood walk and having pizza and stuff. I'm doing a neighborhood walk here and having Road Hog Barbecue catered for afterwards for everybody as the walk is done. So
the pizza party.
That's where we're at with everything. And like I said, our goal was 5,000. We well passed that. It's now up to 10,000. And I'm hoping that we pass that. And we pretty much do things year round. So.
And Laura's like the computer whiz. We just come up with the ideas and she puts it out there. She's designed the whole store and everything else.
That's where we're at.
Thanks for sharing, guys. It's definitely difficult to. It's a strange year for fundraising, so it's nice to hear some unique ideas.
So where do we look for your store? Where's the URL?
TeamLetHopeGrow.com.
Theme, T-H-E-M-E?
No, team, like walk.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Joan's gonna get some ideas for the Philly walk.
And I'm gonna make like a snowman tissue box cover. I'm trying to make things that are quick, that I can just throw together real fast and get out.
You think making that tissue holder is quick? That would take me a lifetime.
These little guys take about an hour-ish, a little more than an hour. And you just put a gift card in it. I mean, who wants to just be handed a gift card? So you just dressed up a little bit.
I love it. I love it. This is an amazing thing.
All right. Well, speaking of Joan,
we were curious about what you guys were doing.
This next section is catered for Joan and her technical challenges. This is a question. This is a question that we get a lot. Lexi, you're up.
So how do you connect your Facebook fundraiser to your walk team? This year, as a lot of the fundraising is virtual, Facebook is super easy to set up once you know how to do it, and you can have hundreds of your friends at your fingertips to ask for donations. So I'm going to kind of walk you through step by step how to connect your Facebook fundraiser to your walk team right through your participant center. So step one is just to getting to your participant center, going to your Walk to Beat ALS website. So for example, the Berwick walktobeatals.org, Hershey, Philly, whichever walk you represent. So then on the top right-hand side, you will see the word fundraise. So you can just select the word fundraise to access your participant center. That's if you're logged in. If you're not logged in, instead of the word fundraise, you will see log into fundraise, and you can just click that, and that will take you right to your participant center. So once you get to your dashboard, you'll see all of your information here. So your goals, how you're doing with your progress, things like that. So when you're on that page, just scroll down until you see the blue banner that's right here that says reach your goal faster. And then there's this white button that says connect your fundraiser with Facebook. You can just click on that. And then once you get to that, a little white button will pop up in a pop-up browser. That's just a little message from Facebook. It will just ask for your permission to link the ALS Association to your personal account. So you will just click on the blue button that says continue as your name. And then you will just ask, it will just ask to manage your fundraisers, and you can just select OK at the bottom right-hand corner. Now, if you are interested, there is a little blue button above the connect as your name that says review any information you provide. It is just your profile picture and ask to manage your fundraisers. But if you are interested in more information, you can click there, and that kind of explains everything. So once you get through there, you will connect to your Facebook page, and that little pop-up browser will close, and you'll return to your participation center. And then you'll be asked to personalize your Facebook fundraiser. So make sure you can add a title and really personalize, add a story, tell why you're walking to see ALS, why is it so important that you raise money, kind of what your goals are and things like that. Whatever you feel comfortable adding to your story and whatever you want to share. So once you're completed all that, you can just click the Create Facebook Fundraiser at the bottom, and you have now created your Facebook fundraiser. So the next step is just to customize your fundraiser. So you can just click go to Facebook fundraiser right there from your participant center. This link will always be there on your participant center. So if you ever want to copy or you want to go back and edit your Facebook fundraiser, you can do that directly from your participant center. So then once you click that, a new tab will open with your Facebook fundraiser. And then from here, you can customize your photo for your Facebook fundraiser. So underneath the blue invite button, you will see this little edit, this more drop down button, and then you can click edit fundraiser. And then a box will pop up that will allow you to customize your Facebook fundraiser. So I think the most important thing is adding a photo to really make it personal. To connect with people, you can hit this little edit button here on the bottom right-hand corner. You can either select an image from the chapter, or you can upload your own image if you have something from a previous walk that you want to share. Photos from Walk Your Way this year, you can put that up, whatever fits your walk best. And then the last part is just uploading a photo. Once you upload the photo, just make sure you update your fundraising goal so your friends and family can keep track of your progress, and then just make sure you have an end date to your fundraiser. And then make sure you save your changes, super important. So now your Facebook fundraiser is all set up. It's time, so now you can share it with your friends and family. So you can share this at any point. There's the little share button with the arrow underneath the blue invite button. You can just click that. This allows you to share on your timeline. You can direct message people and send them a link to your fundraiser. And you can also share in groups. I know some people say the best way to do Facebook fundraisers on the timeline is like every week on like Friday, just give an update, and then that kind of reminds people, oh yeah, I was going to do this, or how's this going? And maybe they'll encourage, if you're getting close to your goal, they'll help push you over and get you to that goal. And then the other thing that I'm seeing is popular this year is sharing them in groups. Since, you know, a lot of people are adding more groups this year, especially there are a lot of neighborhood groups. You know, everyone's might be doing your walk in your neighborhood, so let your neighbors know what you're doing. This is a great way you can share it in that neighborhood group, and, you know, maybe encourage people, let them know what you're doing, and maybe they'll donate. So this is kind of how you do your Facebook fundraisers and connect it. If you do have any more questions, feel free to ask, or you can reach out to my email. It's just Lexi, Lexi, @alsphiladelphia.org. Happy to help with that. So now that you know how to set up your Facebook fundraiser, let's fast forward to walk day. Ruth is going to explain some different ways to walk your way. Oh wait, sorry, forgot. Actually, it's Bill O'Brien's going to talk now. and share a little bit about his impact and what he wants to, why he's walking this year.
Okay, good evening. My name is Bill O'Brien. I'm the walk chair for the Rehoboth Beach Walk. I know John's on the call with us too. One of the reasons why I support the Walk to Defeat ALS is back in right around 2000, I had a friend of mine named Brent Paulus was diagnosed with ALS. Back then, the only thing I really knew about ALS was, unfortunately, it's a terminal disease. So doing some research and basically trying to see what we can do to help, you come to the realization, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I can't give blood, I can't donate kidneys, bone marrow. Essentially, for family and friends, there's really not much you can do other than just basically be there. So I sat down to have lunch one day, and I was reading the newspaper, and Mary Lou Allen and Mary Ann Walter, who started the walk with Joyce Paw, and they had a great article in the paper talking about the walk coming up, and I thought, well, basically that's really the only way I can participate, the only way I can help. So I joined, did the walk that year. I think it was like the second year of the walk. So I joined the walk, became a team captain, became a committee member, then moved up to co-chair, and now that Mary Lou and Mary Ann have taken a step back, I've become the walk chair. So a friend Brent, he was a very strong individual, very determined. He made it 12 years with ALS before it finally won. So during that time frame, we're doing all sorts of fundraising, trying to raise money, trying to raise awareness. One of the things that we did was the Night of Hope benefit concert. And it was 3 years that we did. As a committee, we get together and said, everyone's doing their little things where you raise $100 here, $200 there. Why don't we pool our efforts together and try to do something bigger as a group and generate more money? And it worked well. We had live bands, we had silent auction, we did silent auction, we did raffles, had dinner, had a great time. After Brent passed, it had been about a couple years, and I stayed participating. And I know a lot of times when the loved one or the friend passes away, a lot of people have a choice to make. They can either continue with the fight, or they decide. In some cases, we had a gentleman that his husband passed away from ALS, and it was too much. He sold his house, he packed up, he moved to Florida. So we have a choice. I decided to continue participating. We had just got done with the Night of Hope benefit concert. We did that on a Saturday night. And needless to say, by the time you get done, you're exhausted. You've done a lot of effort. The next day, I get a text message, an email, or a Facebook message from my cousin Rob. He had just left the Leahy Clinic diagnosed. So there, once again, second person involved. For a gentleman who was 6'5", very athletic, it only took 18 months for the disease to wreak havoc. So after he passed, shortly after that, we had a church member and diagnosed. I don't even think he made it a year from the diagnosis to when he passed. So I've made the choice, despite the losses, to keep on going. I know a lot of teams, they come, they fight, they put a good fight up, and once the battle is lost, they tend to back out. And it's a personal choice you have to make, but it's one that you just never know how many more times that somebody's going to come down with us. So that's basically why I continue walking.
Thank you so much for everything that you do for the Rehoboth Walk. I know that Ruth is very lucky to have you.
Yeah, thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. And I know you're going to do everything you can this year to keep going forward with the new virtual format. You already have your plans to get your family together and still walk that boardwalk on September 12th.
Nothing's been normal this year. So, I know John's going to join me. A couple other people are going to join me. We're going to try to do something normal in an abnormal world.
Yeah, it's crazy. So moving on to what Walk Your Way is. You know, it's not, walking virtually is not a new thing. Nonprofits have been doing it for years. I actually did it for years with another organization. My son has a diagnosis, and that we are all spread out across the country. There was no way to do one physical walk. So we had virtual walks, and we picked a day in the month of Fragile X awareness, and we walked up and down. And many years I did it in Lewis, on the beach, on the streets. I decorated up my son's stroller with signs. People would ask us questions. I handed out little cards about what Fragile X was, and just got awareness. And I was all over social media, saying what we were doing, getting support. And I always managed to raise quite a bit of money that way. People are finding that this year too, that the social media aspect is really, really capturing. It's giving you an opportunity to showcase your story, why you walk, why you're doing it. It just gives you an opportunity to tell more people than you've ever done before. And people are engaged on social media. They have no place else to go. They have nothing else to do. I think social media has been our biggest outlet. Zoom, getting in touch with people, and all the new Facebook rooms, and every possible way we can do that. So we have actually at ALS had the ability to participate as a virtual walker for years, because teams have family members spread all over the place, and we do have people sign up every year as a virtual walker. Unfortunately, this year we all have to be virtual walkers, but it's not. It doesn't mean you can't walk. It doesn't mean you can't get out there and keep supporting and keep going. Let me go to the next one. Next. So what does it mean? Walk anywhere, anytime, anyhow. You can walk inside and just track your steps for a certain period of time and share your updates with your family, friends, everywhere. You can pick a day. You can do it on the walk day. You can do it any day that works for you. And you can gather friends, family, do it by yourself, walk outside at a park, a beach, sidewalk, neighborhood. You can do it alone. You can do it in a team. If you have a large team, we don't recommend you gathering. We're still really pushing to stay socially distant, stay safe. But you can get a couple of your team members doing different little walks, showcase it, tell them what you're doing, share, connect the same days, you know, connect your walks, connect your ideas. And like I said, it can be anytime. You can do it on our walk day. You can do it before your walk day. You can do it after the walk day. Just let us know what you're doing. We want to see videos. We want to see pictures. We want to see what you decided to do to make this your walk, and how you're going to make it, do it your way. We really want to share that. We want to showcase it all over social media. So please, please, please share with us. And we can just not emphasize enough, we are not encouraging a large gathering. We can't offer any permits. We can't offer any insurance support for large gatherings. We're still saying, do this the proper way. Follow your local mandates, your local traffic laws, everything. But just find a way to really, really make this year special and showcase your loved ones. Lexi, do you have access to that video? Don't worry about it. So you can. I
have it up.
You have it up. I can just. We'll just show a little. I had a friend do. One of the very first walks I saw virtual this year was the Heart Walk in northeastern PA, and I have a friend who walks for her mother. And on the day of the walk, they should have all been gathering together, and it had to go virtually. She and her husband created this video, and I'd already donated to the walk, and I donated again. Just to show you how powerful, if you put a video up, it can be to get people. Their walk team tripled what they normally earn in a walk to this year. The year when everybody was losing money, everybody was going, they've tripled what they normally make, because they really put all their effort into social media.
I'm pulling it up now. Give me 1 second. Okay, never mind. Zoom is not letting me share my screen when I do a video. So sorry about that, but we can share that afterwards.
We can share it afterwards. And I can put it into all the walk groups. I don't know if you're on Facebook. I think I did share it in one of the walk groups already. Go back to the slides. So anyway, start your team if you haven't. And waiting for the slide to come back. Tell your story. Tell it everywhere. Tell why you're walking. Show your team spirit. Post a picture. Make sure anytime you post something, video, pictures, anything, you hashtag it Walk to Defeat ALS and hashtag it ALS in this together. We want to see it. You can chalk your walk. Some of the really neat things, you can chalk starting lines, finish lines. You can put nice messages on your driveways, on your sidewalks. Let people know what you're doing. You can hang walk day posters. We're recommending, and I have one right here. I cut them all out actually. We're gonna have the keys available, all the colors that we normally have at our walks. You can cut them out. You can put a little message on there who it's from. I actually just lost a good friend in June to ALS. And I am walking for him. I have a walk team for the Berwick team this year, and I'm walking for him and raising money right now on Facebook. And you could put these up all along your walk, and you know, they all have a special meaning in the color. The gold is you have ALS, the white is you've lost somebody to ALS, the blue is you're walking in honor of somebody with ALS, and the red you're just supporting the cause. And you can put little messages on these all over the place. On Facebook, we're gonna have little banners that you can find that put around your profile frame, and you can pick the color banner that matches for you. While you're walking, just let everyone know. Make sure you put that on your Facebook page, your photo, so that people know that you're really walking this year. And the directions, we can share this with you, but you log in, you click on your photo, update profile picture, load photo, add frame, and then click on add frame, and you search for Walk to Defeat ALS or ALS, and our frames will come up, and then you save it. You can set a time for it to come down after the walk or later in the year, or however long you want to leave it up like that. And now we're going to talk to you about what happens the more you fundraise. Taylor's going to tell you about this great little walk in a box. We're going to send to teams raising more than $1,000.
Wait, I have a question.
Okay.
I missed a beat. How do I get those keys? What do I have to do?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with these guys? We're gonna put them up on the walk sites?
Mm-hmm. I was just probably print them out. Yeah. Put them up.
We're gonna. So we have
my house.
we have a document with all of them in it, and you can print them. If you don't want to waste color, you can print them all white and then color them in with crayon to the appropriate color. But they will be colored if you want to print them out colored.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And if you print them on cardstock, they're going to hang a lot better. I just couldn't find any cardstock today.
That's fine. I just didn't understand how I was going to get them. Okay.
Good on the keys.
And now it's Taylor's turn to tell us all about this great box.
Yes, as Ruth said, we have an exciting new walk incentive this year, which is essentially a walk in a box. Since you can't be with us on walk day, our goal with these was to help you create a memorable mini walk at your home. So if you raise $1,000 by October 31st, you will get this big red box sent to your front door with a bunch of goodies inside. The pictures shown on the slide you're seeing are just a few items that you can look forward to. So there's balloons, there's noisemakers, you'll have your own starting banner, bubbles, sunglasses, like you name it, it'll be in there. The more you raise, the more you'll receive. So you'll just get some more fun stuff to throw at your team on day of. So the thing with these is we are leaving the deadline open to October 31st if you decide to pick a random day to walk with your friends and family. But if you do want to receive these boxes by the date you register to walk, then we are encouraging teams to raise that money at least 1 week out. So we have time to send it to you. So say you're walking or planning to walk September 19th for the Ocean City Walk, then we would like you to hit the goal by September 10th, which is the Thursday before, so we can get it in the mail by that Friday, and you'll have it by that walk date.
I have a question. How
Yeah.
does that look when you have, like we have this big team and we're all walking somewhere else? And is only one box going to go out?
Yes.
Team is I think unique in that you are a hybrid of several teams combined. So check in with Michelle. We'll definitely
Yeah.
work something out.
Okay.
Yeah. So like obviously we're handling special circumstances as they arise. We have ordered excessive amounts of items for that reason. Our office looks like a bomb went off. For sure.
We're lucky that we don't have to work there right now because there's
Yeah.
no room for people.
No. So yeah, definitely we'll get you what you need. And we're also encouraging teams to share any pictures that they take with these items, put them on social media, share them with friends and family. And that's kind of going into the next slide. Tony is going to comment more on sharing and social media and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's about it for the boxes.
You now, Carrie?
You now, Tony.
All right, so I don't want to take a lot of time, but I want to let you know that, we're here to share your stories. Your stories are more impactful than the numbers. So, we say how many people our chapter supports. That's a number. When we say whether we're here for Randy Walker or Pete Sawyer or Bill O'Brien's family, like that's where people get connected. So our chapter has a lot of different mediums for getting that out with over 6,000 followers on Facebook and 3,000 or so on Twitter and 1,000 on Instagram. And Lexi and I work together to get those stories out. So first, if you are getting these boxes, we want to work with you to share a video of you unboxing them. These are very popular videos on YouTube and on other places. So we want your genuine reaction to what you're getting. If you have a box, you can talk to me about how to do it. Email me or Carrie separately to get like your own script. But really, you just set up your phone camera, take a 90-second video or 2 minutes. Hopefully, it doesn't take you too long. And you can record yourself opening your box and taking out each thing, wear your walk shirt as you do it. And people love to see what's coming out of that box and hear your story. And then we will take your video that you send to us or you post it somewhere, and we'll share it and say, look what this team is doing. We can't wait to see you, what you're going to do for this walk, etc. So we're here to share those really cool moments and put them on our channels and our websites. And if you had, yes, Joan.
So I'm really excited to do this because I love stuff like this, and I think it's really, anyway, how long should these videos be? Because I've had some bad luck when my videos were kind of long.
Well, if it hopefully doesn't take you too long, like I said, a 90-second video should be fine.
90 seconds, okay, because if you want to post it, sometimes they can't be more than a minute.
Depends on what format you're using. So the shorter.
I'm using the wrong format, okay?
No, like if we're putting on YouTube, it can be 90 seconds or 2 minutes. We're putting it on, if we're putting on Twitter, then we want it to be a minute. So if you can get it under a minute, great. But we'll take what you have and we will use it in the right format for our purposes. Certain Facebook videos are a different matter as well. But if you can get it to a minute or under, terrific. If you can't because you have more you want to share, we can do that. And then for Lisa and Laura, for example, we can work with you in putting videos together for some special compilation for Facebook. So if you're doing something unique, we can do some editing here to make it a little bit different even. And that's something we're here to do. We're here to make the walk successful. Ruth was talking about how you walk your way and do your own thing. Wherever you are, if you're doing something creative, you don't have to take a video. You could just take a picture. You could take a 10-second video, something really quick, and send it to us. We'll put that up on Instagram and on our stories, and that will get hopefully a lot of views, and it's fun. So we want you to have fun and be diverse and different because this is a different time for doing this. and all of your ideas help make it a much more exciting experience for everyone. And maybe we'll find that this way of doing things encourage more participation in the future. And when we do our walks next year and the year after, we might take some of these ideas and use them again, even when we do meet in person again.
Yeah, because I think Lexi, I know we were talking about our walk day program for Berwick. We have a full day schedule of posting all day long on walk day this year. So we really need you to share away. She has a plan all day long.
Yes, we will be.
People engaged.
Yeah, I know Lexi and I are both going to be sharing during walk day and ride day as well for the ride. And whether it's your pictures, we'll put them on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll use the hashtags to do that and direct people. And the nice thing about you sending your pictures in is that it'll create even more awareness for you and your team. So we want the more the better, and send them our way. We don't need 50 pictures from anybody, because we're only going to use like 1 or 2 from any team. But the more teams that can participate and send their pictures, the more awareness we can do on all of those networks.
All right, well, we've got about 10 minutes left, and we wanted to open it up for any questions that anyone has about walk day, about fundraising, about social media, about whatever Jones thinks.
May I say a couple things?
Of course.
Go ahead, John.
Okay. I was watching the Democratic Convention the other night, and the networks have not carried it very well, but they had a wonderful piece about ALS. And if we could get that video and circulate that, I think that would be fantastic. Another thing that happened today was a man called me to see if he could tell me about the walk in Rehoboth, which I've been on since we started. Are we doing that? Are we calling people to solicit? Or?
I believe that was Bob. Bob is one of our trustee office volunteers, and he has been keeping busy throughout, his social distancing quarantine times, calling all of our walkers who are not registered for the walk yet and making sure they know about our virtual plans and seeing if they need any help registering. So, yeah.
And he's even been calling people that I know are already registered, because the list was given to him probably before it's not been updated recently. He's just supposed to be calling to see, if they have any questions, even if they are registered, do they need any help? And he gets back to us and lets us know.
And John, in terms of that video, it was very powerful, but we wouldn't be sharing anything that came from any political convention either way. But
can we just get that one little piece? That one little segment?
We probably, but what would be more powerful for us is to use any of our local stories, especially because we'll be promoting the local walk. So if we had a great ALS story, and we can help you put that together. So if you want to do something with us, or someone from any one of our walk locations, that's what we really want to promote, something special with those. And we've done them, and we're working on some big videos that we're going to be putting up in the next few months as well, that are separate from this, so with a paid videographer. But you guys are all walk leaders, so whether it's your story or any other people in your walks that you find have compelling stories, we can work with you on doing a video about those stories, or like a written story, and putting it on our blog and on Facebook and Instagram. So those personal stories go a long way, and we'll help you do that.
Yeah, Bill and John, and that may be something we can all talk about at our next committee meeting, if it's something you're interested in probably putting together for Rehoboth. I think you guys have a lot of great stories down there, and it's a very dedicated group of people that have been involved for so long. So we could talk more about that. I think let's just meet up again next week.
Joan, I see a hand up.
I don't want to call anybody out, but I see Kevin Gowdy on this call. Kevin, can you hear me? Isn't it your son who does amazing video work?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't think of anything better than if your son would do something. Not to call you out or anything, but I mean,
Fine.
I have been to the Ocean City Walk, God, like 18 years or something, and
This is 19.
19, and your team is so inspirational. So would he consider doing something like that? Am I going to get thrown off the call right now?
No, not at all. I'd just like to say hello to all the familiar faces. Hello to all the new faces for me. I know you guys are going through a lot. So over 20 years ago, my mother was diagnosed. She cut the ribbon at the first walk, 2002. So what Joan's referring to is my son's been there his whole life. He's 20 and he's a cameraman, filmmaker. He'll be there. We're walking this year. We're going to be on the boardwalk at 9 a.m. and just ask people to get out of their cars and walk. We're not going to congregate. We're just going to walk the boardwalk. And he'll have his camera. So Joe's Rowdy Gowdies will be there. I'm out.
It'll be a really powerful and special video. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions or just want to share a walk memory?
Of course, is this like, who's this famous Jeanette and who's Janie Lee? I got to know everything.
Hi, I'm actually at my mom's house. The team name that I'm the captain for is Richard's Main Event, which I'm actually in Maine right now, visiting my mom and helping her out. She actually does volunteer with ALS patients in the New England area. I'm a native of here, but I live in South Jersey, so I've been participating in the walks. This will be my 12th year. My dad was diagnosed with, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. My dad was diagnosed in 2007 and passed away in 2011. And so I've been doing that since he was diagnosed, and I will continue to do it till the day I die for my father. So I'm actually going to run the beach for him tomorrow, and then I'll share some with that. I have all the signs in my car from the ALS events over time, and then I'm going to get a small group together, socially distant. We all are around the country as well, so we're going to do it sometime in September. So I'm trying to get everything together. So sorry if I got a little emotional. It is hard being up here, but my family is still active in the ALS community, both up here and down there. So nice to meet you all.
Hey, Carrie, she mentioned signs. Do we want to mention our signs?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry that I'm basically in the dark right now. I wasn't when this started. So we actually, it was finalized today, so we didn't get a chance to put it into the slides, but we will send it to everybody who's registered for walks. I'm sure, you know, walking around your neighborhood right now, there are so many lawn signs for, you know, appreciating healthcare workers, congratulating graduates, you know, showing support for different political causes or political candidates. So we really thought if we're encouraging people to walk around your neighborhood, then we really should show that off. So we created an online store for you to buy lawn signs to show that you are walking or riding. A portion of the proceeds goes back to the chapter, and if you let us know, you know, that you're walking, it could go to your walk team. So we want to get the word out in any way that we can and spread awareness. And you know, I was jealous that all my neighbors had lawn signs, so I wanted one. We have walk and ride signs, because we also have a ride that normally happens at the Jersey Shore every year that is also going virtual this year.
And where's the store for those signs?
So that is, it's got a kind of a goofy link. We will send it out to everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Carrie, are there going to be walk envelopes this year, or are we just?
There are going to be walk envelopes. They're in the office. So if you just let us know that you need them, we'll get them out to you.
I've already sent some out to some team captains. Just request and I'll send them to you.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, right now we're all mostly working remotely, but we are, there is somebody in a couple days a week if you need wristbands, if you need envelopes, if anything like that. We are still able to get that stuff out. Little bit of normalcy.
Carrie, I have a question. If you've already met your part of your goal, so when would you get your box?
So we are going to start assembling them. Everything should be in the office by early next week. So the first round of boxes is going to go out hopefully by the end of next week.
Okay.
I'm going to set up a little assembly line hopefully by the end of next week. If everything gets delivered like it's supposed to.
No, it's supposed to. By Monday, the rest of the stuff is coming in. So we'll be good to go.
Thoughts? Joan, do you want to show off your bandana? There's a couple days left in the Grand Slam Challenge.
I'm really excited.
Hey, Lexi, I want my bandana.
I can't believe this arrived, and I was really excited. And when I got it, even though I'm not the best, I posted it on Instagram, Facebook, and my story, and I got so many views. And I think it's. I'm going to be a biker chick now. And anyway, I think it's great. I think it's really a good thing to have.
There's a couple days left in our Grand Slam Challenge, so we sent out a couple emails about it. If you haven't seen it, just let us know and we can get you all the information.
It's super easy to do. You can do it in one day, and you can get that great little bandana she has.
Register for the walk, update your page, send out emails,
and make a donation.
Raise some money, get $25 in donations, and there you go. You get that. You could look just like Joan.
Oh, God forbid. All right. It's so good to see so many of you. Thank you.
It is.
Good seeing you. Michelle, I have a question. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I, for some reason, signed up twice. So I have two things. If you look in our team, there's one with $1,200 and one with $25. Can you get rid of the $25 one and
merge? Yeah, we can do it.
Yes, because whenever I put my walk page up on my Facebook, it says that I only have $25 in there.
No, we can't have that. Okay.
I mean, I don't want to look that pathetic.
No, you have over 1,000. Your other identity has over 1,000.
Yeah, my other identity has like 1,200 or something.
Up tomorrow.
Laura, aren't you on a thing?
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for registering for the walk, even though this year is not normal. Thank you for your support. Whatever we can do to help you, ideas for different ways to walk your way, ideas for fundraising in these crazy times. And it doesn't have, whatever you guys plan, we want to hear about it. We want to be able to tell other people, spread your creativity, and we also want to share your stories.
One thing my daughter is gonna come over and we're gonna go through my house, and we're gonna do a yard sale, Facebook yard sale fundraiser with all my junk.
Oh, you're productive and you're fundraising for your team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let us know though if you have plans on walk day, like what they are, so we can start sharing them with people and be prepared to see what you're doing. Yeah, I'm really curious to know what people are doing.
Well, we're gonna we figured it out last night. We're going to get red and white streamers, and everyone will be in the garage, and we're gonna hang the streamers from the garage and have somebody, my husband can't do a wheel himself, so we'll have somebody wheeling him out while somebody's videotaping him. And at the end of our driveway, we're gonna get red and white balloons and then a red, white, and blue balloon to put it like a big, corsage kind of balloon bouquet thing. And all of our walk signs through the years in the yard. We're at the back of a development, the end of the street. So it's going to be interesting, but our neighbors are going to know.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm planning on an arch, a balloon arch for us to start through like we do at any other walk.
Mm-hmm.
And a ribbon cutting thing.
Cool.
That's great.
Yeah, I can't wait to see everybody's pictures.
No, we can't wait to see everybody. Our first walk is not that far away.